Welcome back to Pokemon Diamond. We're playing another game. We're here in Sandgem Town, about to see Professor Pokemon. And I remembered last episode there's a couple things I forgot to mention about the rules, but we'll get to those in a little bit. We got plot to do. And as I said last time, plot's not going to be too necessarily relevant till we get into what I consider the main plot, because in the original Pokemon games, like, the plot changes a lot in Pokemon, actually. Originally, the plot in the Pokemon games was to challenge the gyms to become the champion, but over time, it's evolved into something else. Anyway, Rival's gonna run off towards Pokemon Center, Pokemon, Jubilife City, wherever he's trying to go. I love how this is basically the intro music, but it's got more of a techno sound to it. It's not, you know, got the string backing, it's just piano and beep boop beep boop beep boop. Okay, if you remember last episode, the professor was like, you borrowed our Pokemon to save yourselves, and interesting. I'm going back to my lab. And his result is this Pokemon seems to be rather happy. I'll let you have it. And because I did this with the last two takes, I'm probably going to get confused otherwise. I actually found where the select button was. Awesome. I know someone's going to say this. Yes, I'm doing this on an emulator. I have a copy of Pokemon Diamond right in front of me. And I've bought two different copies of Platinum, a copy of Diamond, a copy of Pearl. And of course, the first time my brother and I played Pokemon, it was a physical copy of Diamond that he got for his birthday, so don't act like I haven't supported Nintendo, Game Freak, Pokemon Company, whoever. I've done it. I'm doing this just so I can record this without having to spend hundreds of dollars on things that are overpriced. I don't like the thought of Pokemon having to be put down because a trainer's terrible, but honestly, there are worse things, I guess. I'm going to be appreciating a lot of the music in the game, but we've heard this before. So he's going to tell us, take the Pokedex. If you say no, he'll just be like, I'm a very patient man. I'll wait as long as I have to. You can't really refuse. He's gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. And for those of you who are actually paying attention when I nicknamed my starter, good job, you understand the joke. I couldn't actually use the C and the A that I needed to, but Antarctic, I feel like it works well enough. If you had chosen Piplup with the lake, we'd have the same Pokemon now, not that it matters. And your idea of a head start is actually to be a level under me. What do you do with your time? This is Dawn's father if you're playing as the female character, the main, or the other character is named Lucas. And We're gonna be getting the basic tutorial stuff. Here's a Pokemon Center, here's a Pokemarts. We'll be getting the Pokemon catching tutorial in a little bit. And by a little bit I mean 10 to 20 minutes, because I'm going to actually do something a little odd. I may not be the only person who does this, but this is one of the few games where you can actually do this. And here's what's a little odd to me. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, they do a couple things that are a little odd for the series. First of all, first proper DS Pokemon game, of course, 3 years after the release of the system, but you can buy Pokeballs just as soon as you can get to a Pokemart, you can buy Pokeballs. That's not normal. I just didn't try and come up with some stupid reason for not being able to do it. Like I said in the editing of the last episode, this is the first Pokemon game where you don't fight your rival as the first trainer. They rectify this, of course, in Platinum. They don't do the fix to catching Pokemon before you get the tutorial on it, though. And honestly, in Red and Blue, you can skip the tutorial, so it's not too terribly weird, I guess. I just wish you could do that in later games. And we're told to go heal up, but if you do that, you're wasting time. You can just jump down the ledges on the route. And we're given the journal when we go home. The journal, of course, being one of the most useful items if you don't play for good periods of time. Wish I could go instead. Just kidding. The journal will tell you, I believe, what you caught last, where you were last, and of course the time of day that it was when you saved last. And then the last location you flew to, the last HM you used, I think. And generally it's there to give you a basic idea of what you were doing last time you were playing the game. And you obtain the parcel because your rival, even though he ran the other direction when he left the lab, apparently turned back home and said, "Hey Mom, I'm going on an adventure," and then left. Now, you can always go home to heal up. That's just kind of a regular thing for Pokemon games. I think the only one that doesn't do that are Gold and Silver, and even then I think it may just be the remakes in that case. And I'm out here at the lake because you can catch level 4 Pokemon out here. Unlike Route 201 and Route 202, we just immediately get thrown into the catching tutorial. So we're gonna see if we can get some level 4s. We haven't seen Bidoof yet in the series, so here's a Bidoof. Bidoof will only have Tackle. When they start off, you have to get them to level 5, and even then they only learn Growl. So they're kind of rough to work with. They also gain experience at a much slower rate than a Starly will. So Starly's definitely the better option of the two. Even Starly was well liked by the competitive community among basically all the bird Pokemon to exist. Up until Fletchling took that away from it in Generation 6, and it even got that back in Generation 7 when they debuffed, like when they just completely brought down how powerful, yeah, how powerful that was. And we found a level 4 Bidoof, so I'm gonna catch it. Sure, let's just go ahead and use a Pokeball. Maybe it'll catch? I don't know. Yep, it caught. Good job. Bidoof was caught. Now, like I said, I'm going to be doing a Monotype playthrough. That means I will be using primarily poison Pokemon. When I say primarily, I mean that's going to be the entire party for all the gym fights. But until I get to the point where I can catch one, I'm going to be filling out the team as best I can. So I'm going to catch the 2 Pokemon you can find out here. I'm going to get 1 Pokemon on the next route, and then we can actually start the challenge after that. So that's level 3. I feel like I'm going to have to cut ahead until I can come across a level 4 Starly. This may take a while. We'll see. I will need to level up both of them at least once so they can keep up. And then I'll probably catch a Shinx, level that up once, so everyone's on essentially the same page. I don't even know why I'm bothering to fight the Starly. You're mocking me! Stop it! Thank you, Lord! Finally! Watch me crit this thing, because, of course... That would just be my luck. Weak defense, and then suddenly I critical hit the thing. Well, looks like we're hunting more. That's what I get for tempting fate. Thank God, here's the second one. Why did that first one get a crit? Why did Antarctic, why'd you crit that first one? That was stupid. About to say, you better not do it again. Throw the ball. Starly was caught. Thank God. Okay. Future Quill, do us all a favor and just count up the number of encounters that took. Thank you. So I'm probably sure that I'm going to cut all that out, aside from that 1 or 2 things. Double healed, I'm sorry. I'm tired. That was soul draining. Oh my gosh. Right. I think I'll be right back under cover of darkness to do more of this. I was actually hoping that the track would change to the night track. That'd be nice. Alright. So here's Turtwig again, just in case anyone was curious. Again, naughty nature, alert to sounds like spicy food. Both Sarah and Canada, they have timid natures. Bidoof is capable of taking hits. Starly often dozes off, and that's HP. And of course, Bidoof's is defense. But looking at Starly's stats is kind of sad because its speed is great, but its attack, defense, and special attack are all sadly lacking. And granted, it's more its attack that's lacking than anything else, but I just felt like mentioning all the other stats because, my god, they're all the same. I think 18's actually good HP for Starly, which is part of the reason I'm so disappointed that not only does it have timid nature, which means its attack is lowered, but apparently its attack IVs are just so bad that it's at an 8. Alright. Now, I probably cut that whole thing out, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this this time now. I caught those Pokemon for the sake of actually having a more filled out party, and I'll be catching one more Pokemon from the next route up. But once I do that, I have to leave 2 slots open because we can catch 2 more. We can catch 2 Pokemon that are of the type we're trying to run in this, like on this next route. The gyms will have to be taken down by my poison Pokemon. There's no questioning that. And once one of them is added to the team, it's locked in until I can get a full party plus 1 extra to swap it out with. So, that's going to be a thing. It's getting to be about nighttime. That's good. And I'm going to have to cut again to do some training of these guys, because I want everyone to be around level 5 or so. There you go! Canada grew to level 5. God, that's the dumbest name I've ever come up with. Antarctic grew to level 8. Alright. Good enough. Alright, let's get going. Here goes the Pokemon catching tutorial. Because clearly I've never played a Pokemon game before. And I don't have 2 Pokemon in my party already. Thank you. Like, if the game is going to give you the option to catch Pokemon before doing this tutorial, they should probably just let you go on without having to sit through the tutorial. They should just be like, oh, well, here's 5 extra Pokeballs just in case you need them. No, we have to sit through this whole thing. She didn't even get that Bidoof down to half health. Also, you could probably chuck a Pokeball at a Bidoof or a Starly and it would catch on the first attempt. Because, here's a little info about catch rates. Most first route Pokemon have a catch rate of 255. And the lowest catch rate in all of Pokemon is a catch rate of 3. The highest multiplier on a single Pokeball is times 255. So 3 times 255, you are guaranteed to catch. Why you'd want to do that's a little beyond me, but it's there. I guess for cosmetic reasons, you'd want to do that. Anyway, so a third of the time you throw a regular Pokeball, you're going to have a good chance to catch. Like, a third of the time you throw a Pokeball, you're going to catch the Pokemon you're trying to catch. Alright, I'm looking for one specific Pokemon. Here it is. Shinx. Oh, and you're level 4. Fantastic, I don't even have to level you up at all. And you have Intimidate. Okay, good to know. Canada used Tackle. The Wild Shinx used Tackle. 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 Critical hit. I was about to say same as it ever was, but never mind because it got a crit. Pokeball, go! Boom! Caught it. Almost like that wasn't challenging or something. Alright, Shinx, what am I gonna name you? How about... and just click on it. Yeah, that sounds good. And looks like we won't actually be getting Jubilife City today. I lied. But that's okay, we'll be able to get up to it tomorrow. And by tomorrow I mean later tonight, because I want to be playing under cover of darkness. So yeah, until next time guys, I shall see you around. Thank you. And goodbye.